Hey guys, what's good? It's Barb. This is Painting with Barb. So glad you're tuning in again. If you joined us last week, you know that we got into some nature mode to talk about, really kind of expressing our inner outsides, and inner outsides. I like that. I'm going to use that in the future. Anyway, today we're going to go inside even more to talk about self-portraiture, something that's really important, especially during this time where we're stuck with ourselves a lot. So a lot we can look into in our inner life that can be expressed outwardly. Okay, so that's what we're going to look at today. Pretty exciting stuff. You can use any materials you'd like to get yourself going there, a little self-reflection time, and also grab one of these easels. I'm actually sitting on my knees right now on the floor because this is a kid's easel that I got 50% off at Office Depot before this whole thing hit. Lucky me. All right, let's get started. So grab yourself a real professional easel, and let's get started talking about some self-portrait. I'm just kidding. That's a bear. Anyway, so here's one I like to look at as an example. This is my little me. This is my old self from when I think I was like a kindergartner. Check out those suspenders, man. Does it get any better than that? I am kind of cute, but anyways, the reason I like to look at that when we're talking about self-portraiture, man, is because this is like my inner child. If I can look back at pictures of myself when things were pure and light, had the world ahead of me, all I had to do was put on some suspenders and a backpack and my day was made. It doesn't get any better than that, man. So if you want to draw yourself as a child, think back to those days. Access that little cutie inside there. I do also like this gap in my teeth, but I guess my parents were making decisions for me then, so the braces happened. Wasn't really up to me. Anyways, all right, and then here's phase two, man. This is me as like a high schooler. I went back to those times when maybe starting to get a little bit more contemplative, look a little bit deeper into my life, which is why I put my head in my hands like, yeah, thinking about it. Thinking about all the things and all the feels that I was probably going through. I also like my use of heavy turquoise eyeliner. It's just kind of a fun detail that I like that I would have done in high school at that time. But anyway, I'm really thinking about also how to escape. As a high schooler, you're really thinking about some chances you want to take. Maybe you want to go against authority, want to go out and do some risky stuff that's pretty bad decision making. Maybe you want to do something that would surprise the world or maybe even surprise you and then come in too late and sleep in the morning and just kind of have to think about it and be all mixed anyway, that's something you might want to think about is your now self is feeling that way, trying to get out of this quarantine, and just something to think about. Also, she's got some pretty groovy highlights, and I am in need of hair color right now. Whew, high school, man. That's so good. All right, now this is my future self. I try to portray her as real peaceful, like, man. I don't know if you get this vibe, but see all the colors around. She's vibing. She's vibing out, trying to connect with the world and with what's out her. She's kind of looking off into the distance. Come to think of it, my high school self was too. I don't know really what that says about me. It's something I need to think about. Makes me feel kind of emotional. Yeah, so I'm gonna honor that. I'm also gonna honor this short haircut that I'm thinking about from when I'm older, and also this really nice dangly little piece of jewelry. And she's kind of has this, this religious iconography feel to her, which I think just basically means I'm old in this photo and in this painting, and that I want to connect with what's around me. I don't think it has anything to do with my spiritual likeness or anything like that. I'm not trying to say anything weird. Okay, cool. And then, you know what? I wanted to show you guys a little play on a famous self-portrait here. You know what? It's not even just a portrait, but it's a portrait of somebody's face. This is a little bit of a play on the Mona Lisa. Now, people make all kinds of assumptions about how our girl ML is feeling. They don't really know what that little smile means. Like, is she up to something? Is she mad about something? Is she just kind of like chilling? What's going on? I kind of hope she's up to something, man. I hope so. She's got something up her sleeve. In this particular case, she does have a different sleeve than she does in the traditional one. So maybe her sleeves are full of stuff that she's got planned when all this is said and done. Her hands look really big. But then again, so are mine. So, anyway, thanks, guys. Hey, it's been really good hanging out with you. Remember that you want to go into yourself, find that inner vibe, and bring it out in your self portraits. It's tough work, but we got to look within and dream about what's beyond and where we came from. All right, guys, this has been Barb with Painting with Barb. We'll see you next time. And remember, man, be like the bird, man. Be like the bird.